Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another reading of the Bible. And for this July 4th, I'm going to be reading Job in July. Job in July. And we will begin with chapter 7 this evening. Chapter 7. Here we go. Is there not an appointed time to man upon earth? Are not his days also like the days of hire? As a servant earnestly desireth the shadow, and as a hireling looketh for the reward of his work, so am I made to possess months of vanity, and wearisome nights are appointed to me. When I lie down, I say, when shall I arise? And the night be gone, and I am full of tossings to and fro until or unto the dawning of the day. My flesh is clothed with worms and clods of dust. My skin is broken and become loathsome. My days are swifter than a weaver's shuttle. Interesting word there, shuttle. And I think that was right before. And are spent without hope. Oh, remember that my life is wind. Mine eyes shall no more see good. The eye of him who hath seen me shall see me no more. Thine eyes are upon me, and I am not. As the cloud is consumed and vanisheth away, so that he who goeth down to the grave shall come up no more. He shall return no more to his house, neither shall his place know him anymore. I think I read chapter 7, but I'll read it again. Therefore I will not refrain from my mouth, and I will speak in the anguish of my spirit. I will complain in the bitterness of my soul. Am I a sea or a whale that thou settest a watch over me? When I say, my bed shall comfort me, my couch shall ease my complaint, then thou scarest me with dreams, and terrifieth me through visions, so that my soul chooseth strangling, and death rather than my life. I loathe it. I would not live always. Let me alone, for my days are vanity. What is man that thou shouldest magnify, and that thou shouldest set thine heart upon, that thou shouldest visit him every morning, and try him every moment? How long wilt thou not depart from me, nor let me alone till I swallow down my spittle? I have sinned. Well, what shall I do unto thee, O thou preserver of men? Why hast thou set me as a mark against thee, so that I am a burden to myself? Why doth thou not pardon my transgression, and take away mine iniquity? For now shall I sleep in the dust, and thou shalt seek me in the morning, but I shall not be. Chapter 8. Then answered Bildad the Shuhite, saying, How long wilt thou speak these things? And how long shall the words of thy mouth be like a strong wind? Doth God pervert judgment? Or doth the Almighty pervert justice? If thy children have sinned against him, and he hath cast them away for their transgression, if thou wouldest seek unto God betimes, and make thy supplication to the Almighty, if thou wert pure and upright, surely now he would awake for thee, and make the habitation of thy righteousness prosperous. Though thy beginning was small, yet thy latter end shall greatly increase. For inquire, I pray thee, of the former age, and prepare thyself to the search of their fathers. For we are but of yesterday, and know nothing, because our days upon earth are a shadow. Shall not they teach thee, and tell thee, and utter words out of their heart? Can the rush grow up without mire? Can the flag grow without water? Okay, rush, verse 11. Can the rush, papyrus. Can the rush, that's an interesting word to use. And mire is marsh, and flag is reeds. What is wrong with the King James Version? What's wrong with the translation? Why do they use different words for the original? Does that make sense? Does not make any sense. Verse 12. Whilst it is yet in its greenness and not cut down, it withereth before any other. So are the paths of all who forget God, and the hypocrite's hope shall perish. Whose hope shall be cut off, and whose trust shall be a spider's web? He shall lean upon his house, but it shall not stand. He shall hold it fast, but it shall not endure. He is green before the sun, and his branch shooteth forth in his garden. His roots are wrapped about the heat, and seeth the place of stones. If he destroy him from his place, then it shall deny him, saying, I have not seen thee. Behold, this is the joy of his way, and out of the earth shall others grow. Behold, God will not cast away a perfect man, neither will he help the evildoers, till he fill thy mouth with laughing, and thy lips with rejoicing. They who hate thee shall be clothed with shame, and the dwelling place of the wicked shall come to naught or nothing. Chapter 9. And Job answered, saying, I know it is so of a truth, but how would man be just with God? But how should man be just with God, or by God? If he will contend with him, he cannot answer. One of 1,000. He is wise in heart and mighty in strength, who hath hardened himself against him and hath prospered. Who removeth the mountains, and they know not? Who overturneth them in his anger? It says which, but it should be who. Who shaketh the earth out of her place, and the pillars thereof tremble? Who commandeth the sun, and it riseth not, and sealeth up the stars? Who alone spreadeth out the heavens, and treadeth upon the waves of the sea? Who maketh Arcturus, Orion, and Pleiades? Those are stars. Those are constellations of stars. And the chambers of the south. Who doeth great things past finding out, yea, and wonders without number? Lo, he goeth before me, he goeth by me, and I see him not. He passeth on also, but I perceive him not. Behold, he taketh away, who can hinder him? Who will say unto him, what doest thou? If God will not withdraw his anger, the proud helpers do stoop under him. How much less shall I answer him, and choose out my words to reason with? Whom though I were righteous, yet would I not answer, but I would make supplication to my judge. If I had called and he had answered me, yet would I not believe that he had hearkened unto my voice. For he breaketh me with a tempest, and multiplieth my wounds without cause. He will not suffer me to take my breath, and filleth me with bitterness. If I speak of strength, lo, he is strong. And if of judgment, who shall set me a time to plead? If I justify myself, mine own mouth shall condemn me. If I say I am perfect, it shall also prove me perverse. Though I were perfect, yet would I not know my soul. I will despise my life. This is one thing, therefore I say it. He destroyeth the perfect and the wicked. If the scourge slay suddenly, or scourge slay suddenly, he will laugh at the trial they instant. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Now my days are swifter than the post. They flee away. they see no good. They are passed away as the swift ships, as these swift ships, as the eagle which passeth to the prey, hasteth to the prey. If I say I will forget my complaint, I will leave off my heaviness and comfort myself. I am afraid of my sorrows. I know that thou wilt not hold me innocent. If I be wicked, why then labor in vain? Why then labor I in vain? Excuse me. If I wash myself with snow water and make my hands never so clean, yet shall thou plunge me in the ditch, and mine own clothes shall abhor me. For he is not a man as I am, that I should answer him, and we shall come together in judgment. Neither is there any man. That's verse 33. Days, mediator, come on. Neither is there any mediator betwixt us, that who might lay his hand upon us. Let him take his rod away from me, and let not his fear terrify me. Then would I speak and not fear him, but it is not so with me.